Hi guys, welcome to Vesna TV DIY. For today's episode, I'm creating a kind of trash to treasure item using this peanut butter jar. And all I'm doing is I'm going to make it look like a little planter. I am remodeling my kitchen, well, renovating my kitchen, renovating my whole main floor basically. Well, not my whole main floor, just kitchen, laundry, and powder room and hall. And so I think this will look really nicely on my island. So what I'm doing is, like I said, I have this big jar of peanut butter that I've washed out, cleaned, and everything. Some of the sticky parts did not come off of the jar, which is okay because it will all be covered up with some twine, some jute rope. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this around, and I just kind of dab a little bit of hot glue as I go. I don't do like a ribbon of hot glue and then put the twine over top of it. I just kind of do little dots here and there. And sometimes I do a whole roll without doing it. It just do whatever suits you and however you find comfortable. And this does take a little while. It took me about 15 minutes to do this, so I will speed up the video. So I'm really excited because I'm participating in a challenge today, and it is hosted by Fanny from Creations by Favi, and it's her Twine It Up challenge, and I'm super excited. What we were challenged to do was create something using twine, like a home decor piece or anything like that, and make it go live at 6 p.m. tonight and add it to the playlist. So please check out the playlist. There'll be lots of amazing creators, and make sure you subscribe and check out Fanny's channel. She is one super talented lady. Alrighty, so I've sped it up here for you, and I'll cut off a little bit so that you don't have to watch me, turning rope around a little container. Maybe a little bit boring for you guys. So I'll cut out a little bit and show you what it is what it is close to being finished. Okay, so here I am pretty close to being finished. At the top, I did add a little bit extra just to cover the lip of the jar. You can do however you wish. I was actually planning on putting handles on this, but I had a little mishap with my paint. So the handles that I planned on attaching to they didn't match, and then I kind of got frustrated and I gave up on the handles. But you can totally add handles if you'd like. I think after seeing how this turned out, I will be creating one more on my hanging planter. Like, I'll be recreating my hanging planter the same way, and maybe even another little planter on the floor. I haven't decided, and not a little one, it's a big one, so I don't know if I want to take on that challenge unless I find some really thick jute rope. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so once I finished and hot glued everything, I move on to painting. So I didn't know that you could paint jute rope. Well, I figured you probably could, but I didn't know how it would turn out. So instead of getting out the amount of jute rope I need, which you totally could do, you could wrap it around and see how much you need for however much. It might be easier in terms of not getting over splatter or anything like that, but you could spray before you attach it to the jar. I decided to do it this way, and what I did is actually, like I said, once I finished all of my twine, I took the jar and I just wrapped some clear tape around where I wanted to split it in half because I wanted this container to be white and black. You could probably buy painted jute rope, like colored jute rope. Not probably, I know you can buy rope, but I didn't have any on hand, and I'm really trying really hard to not spend a lot of money right now. So again, I wrap that tape around to give me kind of to cover that part of the planter, and the bottom part I'm just painting with this flat black paint from Tremclad. And here it is, what it looks like all painted. Now I was going to do a different white paint, but the little top would not work. Like I couldn't press it down. So, and it's full, it's really sad. So if you have any tips on how to get that to work, please let me know. I'm pretty sure it's done now. And so I wound up using this other Rust-Oleum Heirloom white paint. And then I move on to decorating this little planter. Now you can put, oh my gosh, the word is escaping me. You can put floral foam into it if you'd like. I am just putting some tissue paper in there, and because it's still Christmas in July, I'm adding some Christmas decorations in here so you can kind of get an idea what you could do for Christmas. But I did make the pot neutral so that way you can use it any time of the year, and I'm going to show you two different ways to use it. So for the purposes of this video and it being Christmas in July, and I have been posting Christmas DIYs, I thought I would do a Christmas decor. So here it is all finished, spray painted. So I just spray painted like you normally spray paint, and I did the tape on each side to help with not spraying all over the planter. But I think it turned out really cute, and it's going to look awesome either on my kitchen or it'll go into the powder room. I haven't decided yet. And if it does go in the kitchen, you can always do a little bit of basil and or any kind of flower or herb if you'd like. That's why I wanted to use a plastic instead of like a tin, or you could do jars as well because they don't leak. So if you put your little planter in there, so my basil has a little plastic planter that has drainage holes, and then I put it in here, it's not going to leak and it's going to keep the water in and it's going to look beautiful. Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out the playlist. Make sure you check out Creations by Favi. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week for one final Christmas in July episode.